Hello there guys, Elita Legionarii here. Today I am actually going to be bringing you some Total War Rome 2. I just thought, it's been such a long time to report you any Rome 2, and for the most part I think I've fixed a lot of my lagging issues with the replays, so I should be able to bring you some more Rome 2. I just thought it'd be nice to vary it up a little bit. It's been such a long time, and I just thought, it'd be really cool just to put some new stuff out there, vary it up. I've been doing a lot of Rome 1 and Med 2, and I love Rome 1 and Med 2, but sometimes it's nice just to add the odd little something else onto the channel, So, I've got a few replays in here, as you can see. So I've got a reasonably decent supply for you. If you guys don't want Rome 2 or anything, just leave a message after in the thing of this video. If you're not really interested, that's fine. I just thought I'd give it a go because it is always kind of fun to watch some Rome 2 battles. So I'm actually going to bring you a 2v2 I did with myself and Biscuits of the Heaven Clan. I actually managed to convince Biscuits to come over to Rome 2. So that's pretty cool. So a couple of Heaven Clan members playing some Rome 2 here, which is pretty cool. You may also notice in the background, you can actually hear music from the soundtrack of the original Rome Total War. I put a mod on that changes the music because I find the music in Rome 2 is pretty bland, pretty dull. So I just put Rome 1's music on instead. It's pretty cool. So anyway, let's watch this replay. I chose Egypt. So I have an elephant, 1 Galatian Royal Guard, 5 Thorax Swordsmen, 2 Egyptian Bowmen, 2 Ptolemaic Cavalry, 2 Citizen Cav, and it's 6 Thorax Swordsmen. So yeah, and then Biscuits took Rome. Now our opponents took Rome and Sparta. Here's the opponent's Roman army. It looks like he's got 6 armoured legionnaires, 2 Triarii, 2 Societes, 1 General's Bodyguard, 2 Syrian archers, and 3 Balearic slingers. So that's his army, but I'll show you the Spartan and Biscuits army when we get into the battle. It's the Battle of Nemetacena, and Nemetacena is basically the Rome 2's grassy flatlands. It's perfectly open like the grassy flatlands. So kind of a nice easy battlefield. I kind of selected that because Biscuits not played any Rome 2 like pretty much since it came out. So this is kind of just, I don't know, just something nice and easy and open for him, something that we can work with. So let me just pause and I'll show you our builds. Here's Biscuits' build. Here's 4 Praetorian Cavalry, 3 Auxiliary Syrian Archers, then he's got 5 Evocati cohorts, General's Bodyguard, and a Levy. I told him to go with this build. I think it's a pretty well-rounded, balanced Roman build. Evocati are very, very powerful. 5 of them's a pretty good number, and then Praetorian Cav, very powerful. 4 of them's good, and he's got a few archers, good. And these Auxiliary Syrian Archers are some of the better archers in the game, and he's got 3 of them. So he's pretty well-rounded, to be honest. There's lots of other builds you can take with Rome, but I consider this a well-rounded, balanced, and strong build Rome. And of course, we've looked at my army. I've got the 6 Thorax Swordsmen, Galatian Royal Guard in the centre, 2 Egyptian Archers, African War Elephant, 2 Ptolemaic Cavalry, and 2 Citizen Cav. My opponent directly opposite me is Sparta. He's got 3 Spartan Pikemen. Looks like he's got 2 Heroes of Sparta and a Spartan Hoplite, 4 Cretan Archers, a Royal Spartan as his general, and interestingly enough, he has 5 Citizen Cav with 3 upgrades. It's very unusual to put most of your effort into your cavalry with Sparta. We'll see how that goes for him. And then his the other Roman player, he's got the 2 Auxiliary Syrian Archers, 3 Balearic Slingers, with his 6 Armoured Legionnaires, 2 Triarii, his General's Bodyguard, and 2 Societes. So let's begin. So the battle plan was pretty simple. We were just going to advance up at a steady sort of pace up through the middle here, like so. But what we're going to do is I'm going to advance up, but I'm not going to engage the Spartan player. I'm going to try and focus my efforts and swing around him, and then go towards this Roman player while Bis engages him straight up the centre here, and he'll send some units to outflank him. And we're going to try and quickly, basically, knock out the Roman player over here as quickly as we can. So at the moment I'm sending my cav this way. I was just at the time I was just gauging what I could do in this fight, what we could do. But the reason I ended up coming to that decision of attacking the Roman player was because Bisc is so inexperienced, or basically has hardly played a single game of Rome 2. He's not entirely familiar with the controls or anything about this game, so I figured I needed to be pretty close to give him some support. Let me just go to slow speed. Now also, I can't engage these Spartan pikemen on the front because they'll destroy me, so I have to outflank them anyway. And when it comes to fighting these hoplites, I'm not bothered about them because they won't be able to kill me quickly if they do engage me, but I won't be able to kill them very quickly because they have massive defense and armor. So I'd get held up on the Spartan player for quite a while. So I need to go help Bisc. So anyway, let's go back to normal speed. So as you can see, what I'm doing here is I was initially moving in to face him, but I ended up changing my mind and going and helping Bisc, which wasn't actually, I should have moved back when I did this because it puts me into the range of these Cretan archers, and he does lower some of my morale here when he starts firing his Cretans in on my flank. So yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to go this way, and I told Bisc at this stage just to start pushing some units around the flank, amassing his cav on the left here. As you can see, missile duels now are on from this end, but he's basically hitting Biscuits Evocati on the front, and with their huge shield, high armor value and shield value, they're not going to have much success there. So Biscuit's actually alright at the moment, and he's firing back now, and he's targeting the enemy Balearic slingers. So he should be alright there. So as you can see, I got myself into a little bit of flank fire from fire arrows, which wasn't actually that ideal because it's, as you can see, dropped their morale down quite a bit. But what I've done is I'm pushing out over here, and I'm going to, with this side, just deny back, and while I push through here, and I'll take my cavalry through and around the back, while Bisc engage on the front, and he'll flank with his cavalry this way, and then I'll try and send my elephant down through the flank here and rout them. So that's what we're going to try and do here, and then we'll just team up together to deal with the Spartan player, basically. So as you can see, we have these Evocati coming up against Armoured Legionnaires. This is going to be pretty close. Slightly higher attack for Biscuits, but more armour, of course, for the Armoured Legionnaires. So it's going to be, that'll be a long battle, that one. But Bisc's morale has been reduced by the fire arrows, as you can see throughout there. But if I get onto the flank, it should be alright. Also, now I'm going to just slow it down again. As you can see, I've managed to catch these Spartan pikemen out of formation in the flank all the way through here, which is great because then I'll be able to destroy them, because I can't fight them from the front with their pikes down. But if I catch them like this, and then I'm going to send this thorax swordsman in behind to flank it so I can destroy it. Over here, as you can see, Bisc is now engaged, Romans on Romans, and it's pretty even so far, pretty even along there. Actually, I'm going to turn that music down. I think that's quite loud. Seems loud. There we go. It's better. So yeah, now I'm going to push around the back here with my Ptolemaic cav. As you can see, what I'm going to do out here, so I pause again, he's going to send his cavalry. Spartan player's going to send his cavalry out here like this, and he's going to push. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on denying and using my units here to kind of keep him busy doing that, so he can't help other areas, because as you can see, I'm now onto the flank here with my infantry. We're grinding down these Romans on this flank, and they're routing, and now I've got now Biscuit's got his cavalry around. He's going in for the archers into the back lines, and I've got my Ptolemaic cavalry doing exactly the same. So let's enjoy some nice close-ups here. So between myself and Bisc, we're going to be able to quickly get into his flank here, and his missile units are starting to rout. Biscuits is having some pretty even fights all the way through, but because these Armoured Legionnaires are now outflanked and surrounded, they've got elephants in their flank, their morale is dropping. I'll bring my elephants in to try and finish everything up. So as you can see, that player's pretty much routed. Over here, I've got a pretty good surround down on these pikemen, but I am outflanked here, so I need to watch these archers from shooting my backs too much. So I peel off a thorax swordsman to go chase them away, and I'm bringing my own cavalry back, because as you can see, we're just mopping up what's left of the Roman player out here. There's a few triarii that are being a bit of a nuisance, but the shock of everything happening routed them pretty quickly. So Biscuits is going to reform and come and help me. Here's where the general's Royal Spartans come in to try and block me, and they're going to better hold me up for quite a while. As you can see, He's chasing around my Egyptian archers with his guys, which is actually alright for me because it allows me to go and get his archers while they're undefended. Because as you can see, his heroes of Sparta are now fighting my thorax swordsman over here. And now what I'm going to do here is, now that I've got cavalry around here, I'm going to send these guys in behind, my Galatian Royal Guard, bring them in behind and get his general's bodyguard unit. Because if I rout his general, it'll do morale damage all around the board. So yeah, that'll quickly kill his general's unit, and now that we've got cavalry chasing his archers, he won't be able to use them to support. So I'm going to pour in over here with my thorax swords. Thorax swordsmen are a lot better now than when I was playing a few months ago, so that's why I like using them. They're quite good. Over here we can see Biscuits' Praetorian Cav are fighting these citizen Cav, and I've got some of my archers that are regrouped in the back putting fire arrows in on these guys here to try and help. But he is outnumbered. Biscuits' Cav was pretty outnumbered, and he's pretty weakened by it. And there's a few little tidbits of the enemy units that are regrouped, but at this stage we're just wearing down what's left of these guys. Now Biscuits has got some infantry here, so what he's going to do is he's just going to come around and do this sort of thing and flank. As you can see, we've killed the Spartan general, so it's going to do well, and we've run off all the Cretan archers with my Ptolemaic cavalry. Just trying to regroup. I think at this stage Biscuits' connection dropped. I think his computer crashed or something and it dropped him from the game. So you might notice Biscuits' guys get all sprawled out all over the place. Now just trying to get his cavalry, got my elephants into them, and I've got some infantry coming in as well, thorax swordsmen. And that might have been, yeah, the Syrian archers hitting my flank there, didn't spot those. So yeah, at this stage we're just running down stuff. Get some more close-ups. Always nice to get some close-ups. I don't really have my Rome 2 on very high graphical settings because I think it mucks up with my recordings. Let's get some more elephant action. So yeah, we quickly destroy those, and now we're just going to run off some routers basically. There's a few little tidbits left on the field that we're just going to run down. So I might just double speed, I think. It shouldn't lag too much now because most of the stuff's been destroyed. With my elephants in here. Quickly run these guys off. Now I accidentally, because we were putting fire arrows down, I accidentally sent my own elephants a mock here. Which is really stupid. I should have told these guys to stop firing. But yeah, these guys end up going, look, I just sent my own guys a mock. That was really stupid. Now I have to quickly get my cavalry away from them, because otherwise they'll get destroyed. But fortunately in Rome 2, elephants don't always stay a mock, so if you accidentally set your own mock, they won't stay a mock. But that was really stupid. I could have damaged my own guys quite badly, because now they're going to charge through my Egyptian archers here and do a bit of damage to them, which was a bit unfortunate. But was their own fault, or my fault for letting them continue to fire. It was kind of funny, because that kind of thing could be quite detrimental in an actual battle. So yeah, they stopped just then. It was just a temporary thing. So yeah, unlike in Rome 1, if your elephants go amok, don't necessarily kill your elephants right away unless they're going to go running amok through your own troops, because they might regroup. And plus if it's your general unit like me, it's kind of dangerous to do that because you kill your general. Anyway, yeah, just picking up routers now. As you can see, still a few Syrian archers, and there's a triarii way down there. Just pick those guys up there, finishing them off. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty good game though. We had a pretty straightforward tactic, we worked together as a team, and even though Biscuits got absolutely no experience on Rome Total War whatsoever, I thought he did pretty well, all things considered. So it says it's a Pyrrhic victory, but I thought that was pretty one-sided, to be honest. I still had a lot of men left, to be honest. I still had at least probably 600 odd men left, and Biscuits probably had a good 500 left. So I don't really think it's a Pyrrhic victory, to be honest. I think we won that pretty handily. So look at my stats. I had some pretty high kills on several of my units. My elephants 184, my Galatian Royal Guard 233, 185 one of these thorax swords, and then 97, 62, 54, 96. They all did pretty well, except for this one that only got 18. I sacrificed my citizen cav to hold up that Spartan cav, and I was able to get my Ptolemaic cav into the flank of that Roman player, and then I was able to get a whole lot of those Cretan archers. So they've got very high kills, well and truly paid for themselves. And so yeah, pretty well rounded for me. I get a nice 1472 kills. Biscuits, have a look at him. See, one of his Praetorian Cads got some pretty high kills. These three didn't do great, really. The Praetorian Cad need to be getting a probably around 80 plus kills, if not more, really, to be paying for themselves. But his Evocati, 103, 93, 103, 65, 101, they did well, and their opponents were Armoured Legionnaires. I find Evocati usually beat Armoured Legionnaires, so I usually get those. It's a very good unit, and of course there's the Auxiliary Archers. They did a few as well. Our Roman opponent, as you can see, these Legionnaires didn't do that great, really. These two did okay, but it's probably because we had late elephants and all our cab and stuff into his flank really quickly. One of these Soccer Equites got 103, probably picked up a few of these archer units. And then the Spartan player, as you can see, he put all this upgrades into his cavalry, and only one of them did any good. His heroes of Sparta and his Royal Spartans did okay, so they did pay for themselves. But overall, as you can see, his pikemen, I caught them completely out of formation in the flank and totally tore through them. His archers were unprotected and are easily killed. So I mean, I wouldn't recommend bringing cav like this for Sparta. You know, bring more infantry, maybe just 1 or 2 cavalry units just to cover your archers or support an ally or something. Bring lots of pikes and hoplites and missile units for Sparta. That's where your strength lies. So anyway, good game to everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Biscuits Total War. I don't know how often I'll be able to drag him off to Rome 2, probably not very often, but I rather enjoyed this battle, to be honest. It was a pretty good strategy. I thought it was a pretty good comeback for Rome 2, and it just overall turned out nicely. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to drop by Biscuits' channel. I'll link it in the description. Some great Rome Total War action there, some nice 31k, and of course he's got his campaign. So thanks for watching, guys. See you soon next time. And please leave comments before I go, guys. Just please leave comments. Tell me what you think. Do you want Rome 2? Do you not want Rome 2? Did you like this? Did you not? Whatever. Just let me know. I always like to have the feedback so I know what to do in future. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you soon next time.